Hi everybody, this is Shah from CharliesAngelTarot, and these are your three cards, one for the morning, one for the evening, and afternoon, and then evening, of course. And we have judgment, and the key word is outcomes. Okay, so there will be some sort of result today, this morning, rather, for you, perhaps. The judgment card gives us an uncomfortable message. It indicates that difficult outcomes are at hand about something important in your life. Waiting for those results to come down is a challenging part. Prayers go up, cases are presented, and other forms of worry abound. Remember, though, that it's always how you react to a decision that counts. Communications in the right manner can help, so watch your intonation today and how you say it. Say what you mean and mean what you say, but know that your destiny is at stake here. There could be a surprise. Think before you speak. So, absolutely right. Watch out that intonation and what you say and how you say it. But the judgment card also means new beginnings. Where there is an ending, there is a new beginning. There could also be a second chance at something. So be careful. This time you need to tread carefully, okay? Treat people or the situation with kid gloves. It could also mean a reconciliation in a partnership, a friendship, or a relationship. You are in balance because you've got number 20, which becomes number 2. So you will be back in balance. You will be standing strong with both feet on the ground. Look at the ghost looking back. Don't look back at what has happened with the situation at hand or the question, and see what has happened and try to learn from something that is past. This is also the past tense if I was doing a quick short reading. So that is quite important. Look back, see what you've learned, and twig it if you can. And then you'll have the right outcomes. Expect the unexpected as well, because you don't know how another person could react to one of your actions. This card also judgment, you might be judged, okay? And if it is about a person or a situation, judge the situation at hand, like I said, but don't judge somebody, if you can understand what I'm saying. See for who they are and for what they are, and then make a decision whether you want to continue or reconcile, or what to do with the next step. Now also this card has holly, as you can see. That is significant in this card. And holly, it was believed that the Druids, that holly was part of earth, what was meant to keep it beautiful when the foliage lost leaves during the winter months. But oddly, it has also come to represent peace, and there were those in the past who settled disputes beneath a holly tree. Another component in the story talks about holly giving heed to who is in the house. He or she would rule the home the following year. So it could be that something, the holly would also be that he who rules the house will rule next year. So that was the belief of holly. And also to adore inside at Christmas time or at any other time. Holly is quite lucky. If you look at the word holly, sounds like the word holy. So it is like also a reminder that spirit is with you, and the divine and the angels. Now if you've got the ghost of the past, then it is, why is it that you are always the one forced to make the hard decisions. It doesn't seem fair, but judgment of you has always been in the center. You've gotten through most of it. Just having a good attitude has helped you immeasurably. One foot in front of the other was all you could accomplish. So you might have gone through a really heavy time, but you came through by not running but taking step by step. You know that you can't run before you can walk. So that is quite beautiful. If you choose, if this is applicable or resonates with you, because there's three choices. If you could be at present, remember that you can make great outcomes as well as the others who seem to be judging you. Think of the self now, carefully. Put your case together, then make the best of what the circumstances have supplied you. Ultimately, the only person responsible for the outcome of a situation you are in, or you directly or indirectly, is you. So you can change it. You hold the key now to change the situation. Okay? Now, if it resonates with the ghost of the future, then this is you. You come through the situation knowing whatever decisions or judgments you've made, they were the best that could have been achieved. Could the outcome have been more positive? Yes, but that's the case with most of the decisions we make. You did well. Don't overthink things. Just learn from the past, like I said. See what is playing now and adapt to it. Be flexible. And the Christmas message this morning is, or the Christmas angel message, stand firm, you know what's right, discard the rest. So be careful what you say, how you say it, and remember, from an action comes a reaction, and from a reaction comes an action. So there might be some discussions this morning, and act upon it accordingly, because this is for thousands of people. So take the ghost that is applicable to you. Then we go to the Emperor, and the Emperor is number 4. So number 4 is stability, proper foundations, productivity, and unexpected things could be happening. And he is the advisor. It could be a professional advisor, or it could be a father figure, a mature man. You can see he's got a pen and paper there, and he's looking, and he's not perhaps he might see the ghost, but I think he's looking at the letter, because there could be news coming. It could also be official news, because the Emperor is also a man of an institution or a municipality. He could be representing that. Now, I think it's so lovely what they've done, because you can see Father Christmas, and he does represent a father figure or a mature man that you respect, or a professional. So let's get into the card. Emperor also stands for Aries. Okay, Aries. So there could be a significant Aries around you today, or you could be dealing with significant Aries. You could be getting news from an Aries. You could have a discussion with an Arian. Okay. And this ghost looks like it. I'm going, I have to leave, I'm out of here. It's over. Something is coming to an end. Well, this is this afternoon, and in the morning it's the same message as well. Okay, you might need advice about this ending, and you might be feeling like you might be screaming. And also, this is let go of the old. Okay, old ghosts or old fears that haunt you. And the key word here is power. get back in your power. And you can get back in your power if you take the right advice. The Emperor knows what he wants and he is very happy. Yes, Aries is the fire sign and they know what they want as well, and they act upon it accordingly. He's very happy in the knowledge that his plans are sound, his methods reliable. When you look at this more modern Emperor, do you see him thinking about his plans, or is he looking at you, wondering how you will maintain your ideas? Note that he has a journal and a pencil ready to put his mind to paper. Still, despite the firm ethics and fascinating reasoning, the ghosts of the past scream. Could could be good, could be bad. Either way, the indication here is that your logic is of paramount importance. You are on top form now, so you'll be on top form this afternoon. The letter, because that's the letter, that is the significant factor in here, is the letter perhaps to Father Christmas. And perhaps you are writing to your Father Christmas. Okay. Perhaps, if you don't believe in Father Christmas, or if you celebrate Christmas in another way, everybody writes on a piece of paper what they wish for Christmas, and then we used to do it in a hat, because I come from a large family, and then draw one of the little letters, and then you would know who you would have to buy a present for. And sometimes we would be creative, especially in Holland they do that on St. Nicholas. And St. Nicholas is like Father Christmas, but we celebrate it on the 5th of December this week. Will be St. Nicholas, and then everybody buys a present, and they also make a surprise, and the present go inside the surprise. It's like the Spanish or the Mexicans, they have something, I don't know what it's called, but it's filled with sweets, and it's usually an animal, and you have to, it's like a tennis game, you have to bash it, but you have to be blindfolded. And I think that's rather a nice way of celebrating. Perhaps this might be an idea to do Christmas, make a surprise and fill it with sweets, or the present, and for the person it is, they'll be quite surprised, and that's why it's called a surprise. And this also keeps everybody busy for the next couple of weeks. So if you are in a lockdown, then perhaps this is an idea of celebrating Christmas. Okay. Of course, the groups are usually very small this year, and it will be different. So perhaps if you are with 4 people or 6 people, then you can do this, because then there is time, because everybody has to sit patiently and wait until the surprise is unpacked. So I hope I've given a nice idea. Okay, the letters to Santa Claus. Writing a letter to Santa Claus. In an American tradition that began in the 19th century, the messages were a perfect barometer of the time and showed that ideas and issues were not wasted on the young. By writing them, an individual could understand the thoughts and desires of the writer. Want and reality mix. So it's a bit of a story and a bit of reality. Okay, so perhaps you need advice, that's the tarot meaning. Perhaps you might be writing a letter to a person that you love dearly, might be inviting them for Christmas, or you might be inviting them to a discussion. So that is beautiful. I love these cards, they're magic. Now, the ghost of the past for the Emperor is, in the past you may have had a really good plan and felt confident that you would succeed, and you did, unless you didn't. You instinctively know the answer as you pull this card. When you stick to the plan, things most always go well. if a plan has not worked in the past, it's possible that because you were so accustomed to being right, you didn't even recognize the small flaw that tilted the axis. Stay calm, though. The future may surprise you. Keep to the plan. So here is, you might not have succeeded in the past, but if you stick to the plan today, then you most probably will, and that could be surprise. Now, if you are the present ghost, or it resonates with you, the present ghost, then here we go. Pull out to-do list, as this is the only thing that will keep you on track. Right now, everyone seems to need something from you, advice and solutions, wanting you to lead them to follow your example. There's lots of pressure and many outcomes depending upon you. Try to have as much confidence in yourself as others have in you. And that could be that you are the emperor. You are giving to advice to other people in certain situations. The future ghost, planning for the future and controlling the outcomes is sometimes something you are great at. You've figured out the code to succeed by standing tall, not giving in to fear, and manipulating things to your benefit. Manipulation is not as bad as it sounds, because you are not the only one who will benefit from your efforts. Sometimes manipulation, I think manipulation is the wrong word in this text, because I would say support or guide, okay, or delegate, because he is the higher than the kings, and he delegates people to do what he wants. Delegates is an other word than manipulating, okay. Manipulating is close to the negative, then delegate. You are making, many hands make light work, especially now because we've got Christmas and we're getting things ready, especially if you're making surprises. You've picked up that idea and you're going to do it with your family. Then you'll be busy because you'll have to have paper, you'll have to have glue, you have to have an imagination, you have to have their note. It also means coming together and discussing what you want to do at Christmas. Okay, so the Christmas angel message with the Emperor is, it will be your job to decipher emotional difficulties with others, and then apply the love needed to bring the season into harmony with heaven's purpose. Boom, there you are. You might be the father figure or the mother figure, and it is up to you to guide the others to make the party a big success. Now then magically we've got the magician next to the emperor, so you hold the key. It's always like that. You do hold the key. You are in your power. You're as powerful as an emperor, okay, whether you're a man or woman, okay. Now the magician, it means a new beginning, so perhaps you might need advice on a new beginning or a second chance, and the new beginning will be there. Magic, like he said, you might be surprised. Stick to the plan, and there could be a beautiful new beginning. Magic is going to happen. You hold the wand, okay, and you need energy to organize everything, to be the guide or the host of the party, okay. That is the key word in the magician. Now you could also meet an Aries. We've got 2 times an Aries in just 3 cards, and a Gemini. Now the Geminis can do things all at once, 2 or 3 things all at once, but you know, slow them down, because they might look hectic, or they might go too fast for you. So get their attention if a Gemini is organizing, because they sometimes forget um, other people, that they are slower. They need to understand them, what they're doing. Okay, otherwise there will be arguments, so be careful. Slow them down. If you don't understand something, then ask, communicate with a Gemini, definitely. Now, the Magician is a very positive omen in the world of a Christmas tarot. This wielder of power and energy can make something from nothing. Well, Geminis can, because they are very creative. Or nothing from something. The idea is to keep the ideas on positive mode and not on the negative ones. Well, we definitely need that in this time, in day and age. The magician looks deep within himself or herself and in others before making decisions. There's something to be accomplished. Yes, definitely. If you're going to celebrate Christmas, then you will accomplish the whole setting, the ideas, the party, the food. So happiness will be accomplished if you do it correctly and you stick to the plans. Okay, then we have the Christmas sweet. Okay, that's the Christmas candy that it's not, you can't see it very well, but it's like one of those walking sticks. Let's have a look if I can show it. I hope you can see it there. You see, you can hang them. People have those walking sticks, candy walking sticks, and then put a red ribbon around it and they hang them in the tree. Looks absolutely gorgeous. This Christmas snack item originally was meant to keep those who should not speak quiet, children. The treat's popularity spread and now trees sport them as decorations, and there is even a notion that the colors indicate the purity, Christ's blood and the Holy Trinity. For this venue we see a candy cane as a magic wand. When used correctly, the individual is able to achieve goals, moving mountains if need be. Well, there you are. You're holding the key. That's great. Now, if you've got the ghost of the past, then this is the meaning of the ghost of the past. So this is how you can build up your own story. You can choose the ghost, the past, the present, or the future. See what resonates with you. In the past, you've made the effort to begin anew and tried to remain positive as you pulled together something you thought was perfect. Of course it was not, but you were still happy with it. Boom. The present ghost. Tweaking is required. It's not that things aren't going right. They are, but there are loose ends. Yes, you have to tweak people and motivate people to stay on the right path and work together. You can tweak it, and tying them up will make a very pretty package. Just don't let anyone else talk you out of your dreams. Okay? Stand fast, but be gentle. Stand your ground. If you've made a decision, this is what I'm going to do, I'll do this bit, you do that bit. That is how you learn to delegate. And it's great for kids or teenagers to take responsibility. So give everybody a little bit of responsibility. Future hindsight is 2020. This is the future ghost. Hindsight is 2020, or your sight is 2020. Okay, you left out a few important things when you were making your decisions. It's okay. For the most part, you hit the mark. The patient did not die. Okay, the patient did not die. That's right. It's still lying there. He won't die because it's candy stick. It's not broken either. You have to be nurturing to motivate people. Okay? The Christmas angel message. Love, transcends all beliefs and is the only magic you really need. Wow, yes, love is powerful. Love overpowers evil. We all know that. So use your gentleness, your caringness, your abilities to advise, and to bring people together, perhaps, to make it happen what you're planning. Perhaps you might be writing invites, okay, or receiving invites. I love this reading. It's really, really pretty and helpful. I hope so that you do as well. Give us the thumbs up and please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, because it will support the channel. So please subscribe. It is needed. Thank you, to get the videos up and recognized. Thank you if you would do that. And I hope to see you in the live, if not in the next video. Have a beautiful day.